Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give your undivided attention to my dear friend,
Ethan the label.
Ethan! Okay, go ahead.
First I'm gonna wave.
First wave. There we go. Okay.
Read it together, please. Ethan the label, read it.
1, 2, 3.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome, everyone. My name is Ethan. Thank you all so much for being here tonight to celebrate Project Connect, a place that has given me so much love and friendship. And now I'd like to introduce my dear friend, Carolina Rodeman.
Yeah!
Hello everyone. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces, new ones and old ones, gathered today to celebrate a special group of people and learn more about Project Connect. About 3 years ago, I met Rabbi Label in the parking lot of Palm Beach Synagogue as I was running late to an event. We spoke about the synagogue, my husband's family attending, and many friends we had in common. God's timing was perfect. Being late opened the doors to a wonderful experience. I was then invited to participate in this wonderful program that serves children and young adults with special needs in Palm Beach County. When I first started volunteering, I realized how inclusive Palm Beach Synagogue and the program were. It welcomed Jewish and non-Jewish friends, truly serving the special needs community as a whole. That warmed my heart because I was welcomed with open arms despite not being Jewish. I'm proud to call Rabbi Label my friend, my dear friend, and I even get a loaf of challah delivered on Fridays. I'm always touched to see other kids and young teens come together to volunteer. It's a wonderful opportunity to foster new friendships, for social connection, and see things from a new perspective with a very humble heart, all while empowering, respecting, and including our special friends. They truly are special, and through music therapy, arts and crafts, yoga, petting zoos, outdoor excursions, and soon tennis activities, they receive so much joy in skill building and social integration. Being a part of this has been very rewarding, and the beautiful friendships I've created have been a blessing. Adam and I look forward to continuing to support the program in many ways. I hope to see new faces volunteering soon. So we encourage you to please come, play, and sing with Project Connect. You'll be giving back, yet you will be receiving so much more. Thank you so much. I would now like to call up Rabbi Moshe Shiner to share a blessing.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on the Hebrew calendar is the 19th day of Kislev, which is the day connected with a great rabbi who lived about 250 years ago. His name was Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi. He wrote a famous book called the Tanya. The 32nd chapter of Tanya is in Hebrew the chapter of Lev, which equals 32, and Lev means heart. And Lev, of course, is also pronounced love. And in this chapter, he talks about how could you fulfill the commandment to love your fellow as yourself? How is that even possible? And he says the only way we could love another like ourselves truly is if we value ourselves and each other for our soul, not for our body. Because all of our souls are one and the same from one God. If we judge each other based on our external factors, then there'll always be division amongst people. But if we look at each other's souls, we can truly love each other as one because we are one on the soul level. And this is why Project Connect is so special, because it's the heart of our synagogue. And the reason it's the heart of our synagogue is because it teaches us all what love is all about. When you interact with these children, they show you their heart, they show you their soul. They don't look at your outward appearance. They couldn't care less about that. All they care is about giving and showing and receiving love. And as much love as we show them, they teach us the true meaning of unconditional love. There was a story that happened once during a Special Olympics. There was a race, and a bunch of special needs kids took off from the starting line, and halfway through the track, one of the kids stumbled, fell, bruised himself, and started to cry. And the other 5 special needs children in the race stopped in their track, looked back and saw the child that had fallen, went back, helped him get up, brushed him off, and then all of the kids locked arms and ran the rest of the race together as one. And everyone in the audience stood to give them a standing ovation. That would never happen in a regular Olympics, but special needs children are truly special. They teach us what love and compassion is all about, and they make us all better. I want to give a big thank you to Rabbi Leibel, who has devoted his heart and soul to this program and made it what it is, and enabled us all to see what heart and soul looks like. Thank you very much.
We love Project Connect!
It's our favorite part of the week. And I love the art.
Hi, my name is Dance and Sing.
Everyone hear me okay? Yep. My name is Gary Cohen. I'm going to talk about one of the special people you just saw up on that screen. My beautiful wife, Debbie, will talk afterward to talk about the awesomeness of Project Connect and how amazing Rabbi Leibel is and just how much he's impacted our son's life. And I would imagine he's touched a lot of people in this community. I'm a sports advisor by profession, but I'm a special needs stepdad by choice and by passion. Joshua's changed my life, but he's changed my life in so many more ways than one can imagine. Everyone that's around him becomes a little bit more human, a little bit more tolerant. He's a 20-year-old nonverbal child with autism. Can't speak, but he gives awfully good hugs. I met Debbie 13 years ago, and in our first conversation, she said, I need to be totally transparent with you. I have a 7-year-old who's nonverbal. It's an awfully odd thing to say. I had a 20-year-old who plays baseball at Duke, and he's nonverbal. She really meant nonverbal. We've all heard the saying that actions speak louder than words. But in Joshua's case, they have to. It's the only way he can express himself. And while he doesn't speak the way we do, he has no problem in communicating. His eyes, his laughter, his hugs speak volumes. He can say, I love you, without ever uttering a single word. He goes to Project Connect and instantly becomes the mayor. He becomes the mayor of any venue he attends. Every time he wraps his arms around me, I feel, kind of what the rabbi talked earlier, what unconditional love feels like. It's pure, it's simple, it's honest. He's certainly made me a far more caring and empathetic human being. Every act of kindness, every volunteer, every smile, every ounce of patience makes the world a little softer, a little kinder, and certainly today we could use a lot more of that. He knows who loves him. Unfortunately, he also knows sometimes those who don't. He knows where the help comes from. He knows who gives their time, who gives their energy, who gives their heart. And what I've learned in meeting Joshua, I think that's all that defines us. I stand tonight here a better man because of Joshua, and I can guarantee if every one of you can meet a Joshua, you would be a better person as well. We're definitely all fortunate to be here. We are way more fortunate to have Project Connect and Rabbi Leibel in our lives. He has truly impacted our life. He's truly impacted this community. And I know that my son Joshua cannot wait to go to Rabbi Music on Sunday.
Okay, I brought my tissue. You may need yours, but okay. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for having me here to speak on behalf of Palm Beach Synagogue and Project Connect. My name is Debbie Corliss Cohn. I've lived in Broward County for over 50 years, and I'm recently a retired general dentist turned full-time special needs mom. My husband, Gary, and I just celebrated our 9th wedding anniversary. I have 3 amazing children. You can see them up there. 3 awesome bonus children, 3 grandchildren, and 2 golden doodles. I am here tonight to share a smile and a laugh, and maybe even shed a tear, and to speak about Project Connect and what this program has done for me and my family, and specifically my son Joshua. I am speaking on behalf of my son because he cannot come up here and speak for himself. Joshua is a very energetic, loving 20-year-old who has been diagnosed with autism, epilepsy, Angelman syndrome. He is non-speaking, he has an intellectual disability, sleep disturbances, challenging behaviors, seizures, and an easily excitable personality. When I realized early on that my child had, quote, special needs, nothing could prepare me or my family for the emotional roller coaster we would find ourselves riding. We have experienced medical crises, segregation, loneliness, birthday parties with little to no friends, not being invited to family functions, and schools without certified teachers. In public, there are often stares. Those stares often feel like a spotlight. It is exhausting to go out to certain places. We find ourselves on high alert managing elopement and challenging behaviors and sensory overload. In the community, there is no safety net. We miss get-togethers and vacations and have had family and friends distance themselves from us. Oh, not sure if it's because those that don't live it don't understand, or if it's just me making excuses, not wanting to be judged, or feeling more different than we already feel. My children's biological father passed away in 2021. I felt more isolated and inundated than I had ever before. Thank goodness for my husband. He has always been a role model for my children and a father figure as well. He stepped up to the plate, especially to help me care for my son Joshua full time. I sold my dental practice, and we decided to move back to Palm Beach County where he had raised his children, and more specifically to seek special needs services and to work on a transition plan for Joshua's life after school. This was summer 2022. Rabbi Label sent me a message. He said that a friend of mine had shared my info, that we were new to the area and he was excited to reach out to us to get involved with Project Connect. And that's how it all began. I'd like to tell you about a typical afternoon of Project Connect. We arrive, and Joshua leads the way from the parking lot. He knows which heavy, big wooden door to open to get his name tag. There are always Project Connect t-shirts in case we forgot ours, unique arts and crafts activities. Very often, Rabbi goes around and to each individual artist and makes them feel special and showcases their masterpieces. The group of volunteers and family, caregivers, and participants all clapped for their friends. There's always plenty of yummy, yummy food and drinks. Noah keeps us moving with music galore, scarves, instruments, dancing, and singing. There's grand animal shows. We get to pet and take pictures with all kinds of exotic animals. There have been grand bubble shows and yoga circles with Tova. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the highlight of a Project Connect day with Rabbi Label singing the song One Day, and then playing a game of Rabbi Label Says. There are Project Connect special event days as well, and winter and summer camps with field trips. One Project Connect field trip was to the Palm Beach Zoo. It was nice to walk around with everyone. To no surprise, Rabbi saw someone he knew, a famous Israeli rapper with his children, and of course, we stopped for a group picture. But one Project Connect summer camp day stands out in my mind. A field trip to the movies. I got a message from Nicole, who is out there somewhere. She's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. Hi, Debbie. Oh. Nicole. I saw Shane out there somewhere too. She said, "Hi, Debbie. Is it normal for Joshua to be shaking? He's very pale and sweating." Well, Rabbi Label and I spoke and decided it was best to call EMS to check him out. When I got to the theater, the ambulance was parked right in front, and Rabbi Label and Nicole never left Joshua's side for a minute. 2 days later, Rabbi insisted on visiting us at our home in Jupiter to check on how Joshua and make sure how he's feeling. He walked into our home, and I instantly felt an overwhelming sense of calm, a blessing. That day, Rabbi offered to fill in. Joshua stepped right up. Rabbi said that this was one of the most precious moments with my son. It is a moment I certainly will never ever forget. Rabbi Label is always thinking about what's next, how to make Project Connect better, how to make the program more inclusive for anyone that wants to be involved. He doesn't just plan, he asks for input with volunteers, participants, and family involvement to plan, to ensure the program can accommodate the greatest number of families. This all leads me back to the reason why we're here tonight, to support Palm Beach Synagogue and Project Connect. Project Connect gives my son and me, as well as many other special needs families, the unique opportunity to develop so many good qualities, including patience and kindness and supportiveness and acceptance of differences and compassion and empathy for others, as well as insight into coping with the ever-changing challenges of raising an individual with special needs. Project Connect has given my family and me something to look forward to, a sense of comfort and loyalty, safety, togetherness, and dependability. I don't know about any of you, but I have a hard time saying no to Rabbi Label. He asked me to tell my story, and here I am. I will leave you with this. For parents and caregivers of children and adults with special needs, caregiving is like full-time jobs, 2 full-time jobs. One is focused on meeting our loved ones' daily needs, and the other is advocating fiercely, teaching and believing in your loved one's potential. Project Connect provides incredible support for both. With heartfelt appreciation, my family would like to thank all the volunteers and staff and supporters who make this program possible, and to take the time to listen to stories like mine, like ours. And now I would like to call up the man that I've been raving about, Rabbi Label. The amazing Project Connect is what it is today because of him.
Wow. Wow. A lot of emotions here. Thank you, Debbie. That was absolutely beautiful. And Gary, and thank you so much for sharing your incredible Josh with us. He brings so much love to us all. Yes, give it up for Josh. Okay, I'd like to begin by thanking each and every one of you for coming here today and showing your support for Project Connect. Your love and support mean the world to our special friends and allow us to give them the care and opportunities that they truly deserve. Many of you are asking whose house it is. Well, guess what? It's my housewarming party, so welcome everybody. But I want to thank our very, very humble and kind hosts. Your kindness and your generosity means so much to me and to all of us here. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the host names are anonymous, but you know who you are. And God should bless you a million times over. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the leaders of the Palm Beach Synagogue community and my personal mentors, Rabbi Moshe and Dini Shiner. Thank you so much for all your vision and your unwavering support in building Project Connect and to what it is today. Honey, we'll do the screensaver for now. I also was working backstage, but now I'm up here, so I'm going to have to do both jobs at the same time. Okay, and I also want to thank all our volunteers who are here. I see Shayna's here, and I especially want to thank Maura Nicole, because Maura Nicole, for the past 4.5 years, has literally volunteered every single last minute of her time to help grow and plan. Nicole, come on up so everyone can see you, please. She was there for each and every individual in Project Connect, and it truly wouldn't be the same without you, so thank you, Maura Nicole. I also want to thank Rabbi Schneier and Maura Sara for all your work and everybody who helped put this evening together. Thank you so much. Okay. We find ourselves in the Hebrew month of Kislev. Kislev, as we know, is the month of miracles, and tonight is no exception. Miracles aren't always big revelations. Sometimes a change of perspective is all it takes to see miracles wherever you look. Project Connect is the second kind of miracle. We operate based on a simple belief, which I can best explain through a true story. The Lubavitcher Rebbe was once approached by parents of a child with autism. Rebbe, please give my son a blessing. He has autism. He needs help. I need a blessing. The Rebbe replied, gave him a blessing, and he said that it may be true that your son doesn't relate so well to people, but he relates to God just as well as everyone else, if not more so. Because during the time that he is not communicating with people, he is spending every single one of his moments communicating directly with God himself. This idea that individuals with special abilities are as holy and deserving as anyone, if not more, shapes everything we do at Project Connect. Tonight, I want to introduce you to a very special family, one that personifies this perspective. Meet the Antars. Some 35 years ago, Shaul and Joy met, fell in love, and got married. Sounds like your typical love story, right? Wasn't. Joy and Shaul were anything but typical, because both of them were deaf. But their challenge didn't stop them. Shaul and Joy did everything they wanted. They got married and built a beautiful life together. They had a daughter, Simcha, and then they had a son, Ariel. And that's where their story once again deviated from the typical. Because Ariel was born with developmental delays, resulting in him being nonverbal. So here was this family, this beautiful, warm, determined family, faced with an extraordinary set of challenges. Parents who could not hear, and a son who could not speak. And yet, somehow, day by day, they figured it out. They traveled together, they laughed together, they lived together. Together, they did it all. I first crossed paths with this remarkable family 4 years ago, when I received an email from Ariel's mother. Joy wanted to join Project Connect, to find new ways for their family to bond and spend time together. That Sunday, all three of them joined us for what quickly became a weekly family tradition. They loved Sundays, they loved the art, and they connected with the participants. They quickly became part of the Project Connect family, joining our Special Steps program, attending holiday events, participating in winter and summer camps, and so much more. One of the things they loved most was the Project Connect Aliyah, the blessing at the Torah on Yom Kippur at Palm Beach Synagogue. Every year, with the synagogue filled to its fullest, Ariel would be called up for his Aliyah, alongside his dear friend Ethan, who opened the evening, and Joy would stand right up front, watching among the hundreds gathered, as Ariel stepped up to the Torah with a huge smile on his face. She couldn't hear the words, but her love and pride were obvious to everyone. One Sunday, 2 years ago, everything changed. Shaul came in with shocking news. Joy had been diagnosed with cancer. Every month after that, I visited the Antars to see how Joy was doing. And it was clear that the disease was taking a toll on her. But still, Sunday after Sunday, she showed up to Project Connect. This is my happy place, she told me. In the middle of chemo and everything Joy was struggling with, she had a place where she could feel purpose and belonging, no matter what. A year and a half later, just 8 short months ago, on March 10th, 2025, Joy Antar passed away. And a little while later, I visited the Antars. Joy and I were a team, Shaul said. But now, I'm on my own. Everything that goes into caring for a son with unique needs, cooking for him, showering him, doing his laundry, everything they once did together, Shaul now does alone. The loss, the grief, and loneliness are overwhelming. But as Shaul has shared with me, one of the few things that gives Ariel comfort during these difficult days is Project Connect. They know that whatever happens, come Sunday, they will be among family. This year, after Joy had already passed, we once again called Ariel up to the Torah for his Yom Kippur Aliyah. I stood next to Ariel as he and Ethan read their blessing, and I suddenly realized this was the first time his mother could hear his blessing. In that moment, I felt it so clearly. Bodies change, abilities vary, But the neshama, the soul, the divine spark is not defined by any of that. The soul is there, present, listening, whole, no matter what. Every single one of us is endowed with a soul, a spark that is part of God himself. And somehow, in the course of the lives we lead and the choices we make, we often bury that spark and we lose sight of what matters. But at Project Connect, we come face to face with that spark of God on a regular basis. We see it in the smiles that are genuine like no other, in the gratitude expressed without filters, in the complete, untainted joy. And that experience is transformative because it's impossible to come into contact with something so pure and holy and just go on living as before. Every one of us has that spark, that soul. And tonight is about learning to see that spark in ourselves and especially in the people that the world calls different. It's not easy, but it's possible. And we can start right now. If we could walk out of this gathering and start seeing each other for the souls that we have, if we could stop judging people for what we see on the outside and start loving people for who they truly are, if we could see past labels, differences, choices, mistakes, and instead see the divine spark inside every human being, this world would look completely different. And that is what Project Connect teaches us every single day. How to love people, how to see the soul. And as those of you who come to my Friday classes know, that when we learn to see the world through this lens, we don't just witness miracles, we become miracles. Joy Antar was a living example of this miracle. Her warm smile, quiet strength, and unconditional acceptance of every soul have become woven into the fabric of our Sundays. We are truly honored that Shaul and Ariel Antar are here with us tonight. And I would like to please call you both up to join me on stage. Please give them a round of applause. Ariel, please come on up. A round of applause. Honey, you have the next slide. Okay. Dear Ariel and Shaul, tonight, in loving memory of Joy Holtzman Antar, who loved Ariel, who loved his family, and who loved the art activities. I remember that so vividly, how much she loved to sit and do art. She loved the art activities. It is my great honor to officially rename our Special Steps program, which is filled with joys, art, and creativity, love and smiles, to the Joy Antar Special Steps program. This is very special because Joy will, God willing, be with us and have nachas from you. And may she continue to shower you with love and communicate with you through your beautiful, precious soul, dear Ariel. We have a very special gift for you tonight. Something that you can keep in your home to bring out the joy that your mom carried with her everywhere she went. Last week, Shauna, you want to come on up? We had a world-renowned artist, Shauna Drew, came to Project Connect to lead an art session. And when she left, she was so inspired by the two of you that this is Art Basel this past week. She spent the entire week creating this special portrait. Let's turn it around, which as you can see is filled with hearts. Wow! Oh my goodness! This is my first time seeing it. Oh my goodness! I remember vividly how hearts was Joy's favorite thing to draw, and it's surrounded by hearts. And we would like to present to you and your family this beautiful piece called Pure Joy. And this is for you and your family. Shaul, do you want to say a few words? Come on up. Can you translate? Okay. You want to grab the mic?
Thank you so much, everyone. Truly, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I'm so heartbroken. It's so hard to put words to the emotion that I'm feeling. The emotions are very strong. My daughter, she's here also. Yes, they're here, and my son-in-law, they're both here, and they've been so helpful in taking care of me and supporting us. I had such a struggle just feeling lost. And I have such strength from my son here. And I recognize, everyone's got a different path, but that has really just given me the courage to keep going. So tremendous thanks to everyone who has just come forward to support me. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, called you up.
Okay, I'll say, just real quick, make sure. Awesome. And we're going to put the piece of art on the side for everyone to be able to take a look after the program. Shauna, thank you. Ariel. Thank you guys so much. May this bring you comfort, and may the joy of your wife and mother, the joy that your wife and mother brought into this world, continue to live on with you and with our entire Project Connect family for many years to come. All right.
Bravo.
Okay, and before we get to our entertainment of the night, I want to give a big warm welcome to one of our volunteers who actually just started this year but has become a tremendous source of joy, and she was just incredible. You okay? She is absolutely incredible with our Project Connect family. I want to call up Edie Steinberg to please give us a teen volunteer perspective. Give it up for Edie.
Thank you, Rabbi Label. Hello, my name is Edie Steinberg. I first joined Project Connect because I was looking for a way to get involved in my community. My family and I recently moved down to Florida, and although we've been a part of the Palm Beach Synagogue for quite some time now, it still feels like we're fairly new to the community. At least I feel fairly new, because before I moved, I hadn't had the chance to go to services at the temple because I would only come down to Palm Beach for short periods at the time. But now that I live here, I wanted to get more involved. That was when I learned about Project Connect. For about the last 2 months, I've been spending every other Sunday afternoon at the temple for Project Connect. These Sundays have been filled with fun art projects, singing, yoga, and even an animal show, all while getting to know some of the kindest people and most enjoyable people to be around. I have personally had the opportunity to lead an activity myself. For me, I have always found comfort in playing with clay and sculpting things. One of the first things I ever made was a pinch pot monster, which is essentially just a bowl which you put on its side. You add a tongue, eyes, teeth, and whatever else you can think of. And I wanted to share this fun art project with my new friends. But I did not realize how much they would enjoy it. Each step of the activity, I could see the enjoyment and excitement they got as they got closer and closer to the final product. However, it was enjoyable for me because I got to see their engagement in the project, and I loved seeing all of their pinch pots and how unique they were, even though they were given the same instruction. Each and every one of the individuals I've met at Project Connect are unique, just like their pinch pots. What makes them unique is what also makes their positive and joyful characters stand out to me. They are people that I enjoy being around and always make me smile. Being part of the Project Connect community has shown me how special it is. Although I'm new to Project Connect, I've seen nothing but kindness and smiles from everyone that I have met. Tonight is just another example of how valuable this community is, how valuable and special it is to engage and be part of this wonderful family and be able to see the enjoyment and smiles on these Sunday afternoons. I would like to thank Rabbi Label for giving me the opportunity to meet and get to know each and every person at Project Connect. He has truly created such a special space that is welcoming and filled with joy. Thank you.
Thank you, Edie. And now we are ready for the highlight why everyone came out tonight. Please give it up for Palm Beach's first Project Connect Choir. Give it up for them. All right, we're gonna start with Erica. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna be ready for this, I promise.
Erica, come on up here so you can introduce the song. You got this, you got this.
Hi everybody, how y'all doing out there tonight? Okay, here we go. Tonight's first song is a mix-up. I mean,
You got this.
okay, redo. Tonight's first song is a mashup. It's about believing in yourself and leaning on your friends. When things get hard, don't give up. But always remember, don't stop believing.
There you go.
Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. 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 Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Hum. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are right, we all have pain. Always tomorrow, we are me. When you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Call me brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Call me. Da 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 da
Just a scout living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. The midnight train going anywhere. Don't stop believing. Hold on to your feeling. Sweet like evil. Don't stop believing. Hold on to your feeling. Sweet like evil. Don't stop.
My name is Ariana. Get ready to go to the jungle. Lion sleep tonight. It is a happy song that will take everyone to sing along.
Very good. That will make everyone want to sing along. Great job, Ariana. Here we go.
Y'all get ready.
Mama way. We are Mama way. Away my way, 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 away my way. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Away my way, away my way, away my way, away my way, Mamba way. Away, away my way, 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 away Mamba way. Away, away my way. Oh, do 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 do. Oh, do 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 do. The lion sleeps tonight. In the memories, the lion sleeps tonight. Away, away my way, away my way, away my way, Mamba way. Away, away my way, 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 my darling, the fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, the fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Away my way, 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 away my way. We are Mama way. We are Mama way. We are Mama way.
Oh my goodness, give it up for the Project Connect Choir. Before we go on to the next song, I want to give a huge shout out to Miss Annette Johnson, who has spent the last few months unbelievable with the patience. Wow, I mean, I watched her. You deserve every credit and every blessing in the world. Thank you, Miss Johnson. Okay, are we ready for the next song? Guys, how are we doing today? Can everybody move up? Well, we're standing. Let's move up a little bit closer. Let's stand up. Let's get our dancing shoes on. Come on, here we go.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
My name is Zachary Fish from the Fish family.
Yeah,
This next song is a fun classic that will get your feet moving. Rockin' Robin is all about joy, music, and happy songs.
yeah.
He rocks in a treetop all day long, puffing and a puffing and a singing a song. All the little birds on Chambers Street love to hear the robin going. Rockin' Robin, Robin going take, Rocky Robin, take, Rocky Robin, take me. Oh, Rocky Robin, really gonna rock you tonight.
Ethan, come on up. Ethan, come on up.
Thank you.
Thank
Gotta
you.
wait first.
Wait first. There we go.
One Day is a powerful song about hope, peace, and believing that the world can be better. It reminds us to stay strong and keep faith even when times are hard.
Sometimes anyway, I heard a smoke. I think I'm leaving. When I pray, don't pray me sin. 'Cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes it might get me down, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around. 'Cause all my life I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for other people to say that we don't want to fight no more. I've been waiting for and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day's gonna be great. Treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. I'm proud to be under the same sun. Sing the song of freedom like we're one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war. I want to hear you. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
Wow, give it up for our Project Connect choir! Looks like everyone wants more. All right. For more, you're gonna have to come to our grand Project Connect Hanukkah concert on December 18th. Kravis Center, here we come. Okay, thank you all so much for coming out and supporting. Thank you for making this evening so beautiful. We have dessert. Don't forget to take one of the pamphlets home so you can see more about what we're doing. Please reach out. Please come and join us. It means the world to every single one of us that you're here. Thank you all so much for joining, and have a wonderful evening.